I thought today, another Wednesday, provided some, third down situations, something that we've continued to emphasize and stress. Introduced a little bit of the red zone, an area that we've got to continue to improve on. Just bigger picture, course of the season. I thought our guys did a better job last week, holding the opponent to 3 field goals. Defensively. Offensively, we're able to take advantage of the times that we got in the red zone. But for us, it's just that's trying to make sure that we, as you get further into season, that you're learning from experience and that you're building upon that. I thought we had some competitive work today. Your 2-minute situation that was really good work and good experience for our guys. But just continue to challenge the mind. Seeing them grow up as the course of the season progresses, and obviously we have a focus with what's ahead here with Clemson, but making sure that we are still focused on the fundamentals and the overall improvement of what we need to do to best execute come Saturday night.
What do you think Robert Scott is at just right now, and how would you say his game was against NC State?
Rob is a very consistent player for us, and coming off the injury. Would I say he was 100%? Probably not. But he battled, he worked so hard, cares so much. Did some good things, but then there are some limitations that that kind of showed up where he was restricted. I think he feels better this week than what he did last. So excited to see him continue to take those steps. But you look over the course of the last 3 years, he's just somebody that's gotten better throughout each game. Has played injured, has done a lot of the dirty work that's necessary just to get himself ready and to do the things in practice and how he prepares, and grateful for him and just the type of young man that he is.
Shaheem with the field goal blocks, is that knack? Is it just athletic ability? Because it looked like he almost lost a couple the other night.
Yeah, he's in that. You go back and watch the film, and you talk about the game's a game in inches, and on 2 of those field goals, he could not have been closer. And he does a great job in his get off. He's got great length, which helps, and it's just a passion to want to. And that's people understand and account for him, but he's still found a way to be able to put himself in those situations. So I'm just excited about what his future is. He playing more at safety, making some impact plays there, and just really growing up. Julian's doing well. I thought yesterday was one of his better practices that he's had. Playing as a freshman is just it's challenging at that position, and there's so many of the details and the techniques and the changing of pitchers that you'll see and having to be able to react. And Julian, he cares so much, and I'm excited about what his future is going to be. He's up in the office. He comes up. Stops it every afternoon just to go watch his own film and to make sure that he's putting in that extra time. And I'm grateful for that. And you're seeing that progress. And here halfway through the season, he's definitely much better now than what he was. And he's getting more confident. And I think I watched the film here today, but yesterday coming off the field, it was impressive to see him starting to take those big steps.
How do you go about, not even for Julian, but I guess any freshman trench player, determining when it's their time? You go through metrics? Or
it's film, confidence, calls, consistency. Rob Scott came in, and if you would have told me in fall camp that he was going to play or have to start for us, I would have been shocked if he would have got to that point. And he shocked me after it was. I think it was the second game, maybe third game of his freshman year. He was our starting tackle. But you started watching. As you saw him go through practice, and there were not the mental errors that you saw him working to do the technique. Obviously, the performance has to be that of something that can go out there and help your football team. But it's just that overall consistency of it. And there are some guys that can do it, but it's usually. I can't say that every play of Rob's freshman year was a whole lot of fun to watch either. So it was, but with that experience, he got better, and so it's one of those things you track, and I think we've got a lot more depth and competition there than what we've had, and so. You see Julian and like Jalen Early, somebody that we brought up. I'm seeing some unbelievable strides from Daughtry Richardson, and just excited about that group and what they're going to eventually be. But it takes a lot of work.
How close are you, do you think, to being able to manage a game the way you did the first month of the season when it comes to place kicking?
In regards to like just
fourth down philosophies?
I mean, it's like I said, I'm very confident in what Ryan can do. Obviously there's different things in each game. A lot of factors play into it, and as we get into games, we're going to go with our thoughts of how we want to attack, and we're going to go with the thoughts of really what some metrics say, but also the feel in the moment as well. So I feel very confident, especially the last 3 weeks. Had another good day today. Ryan is I think he's regained a lot of the confidence. And it helped to see them do it in the game the other day too. So we're looking forward to him performing well whenever he gets his opportunities.
Do you want to let him know before a game starts kind of how you plan on using him, or do you just want to let him kind of go with the flow?
He'll be ready when his number's called, and there's certain factors they're going to help decide all decisions that we make, and sometimes it's matchups, sometimes it's certain things that are happening within the course of the game, and like I said, I always tell him, you be ready. I mean, there's never been a decision that I've made. I just don't have any confidence in this kid. But there's certain spots that hey, if I feel a better opportunity, then that's the direction we'll go.
Why is Clemson so effective at run defense? What is it that they do schematically with their players that put them in a position?
They got really good players. I mean, and they do a good job schematically and showcasing what those guys do well. They're going to create multiple fronts. They're big, strong, and athletic up front. I mean, I would say 6 to 8, probably NFL guys there in that on that front that roll in, and so it's their first group, second group. They're all very talented. You look at the backers, and I mean these guys they have some experience. They had two guys that played last year that were kind of stalwarts, but you even saw like Barrett Carter. I mean, he played a lot last year, and just what he does, his the versatility. I mean, Trotter. I mean, those guys are really good football players. They fit the run well. I mean, safeties get involved in the run game. I mean, they go into it to stop the run, and they've been really effective at it. Not just this year, but over the past years, and it's a good scheme with good personnel.
Do they disguise as much as NC State, or are they so confident in their sort of talent they just?
No, it's multiple. I mean, they have a lot of different looks that they'll show, and you go through the course of the last few years. I mean, it's you can see everything from this defense, and they're going to be aggressive. They're going to attack. A lot of there's some similarities into certain coverage structures that they'll show that was similar from NC State, but it presents its own challenges, but they're good at what they do.
How do you go about creating some turnovers in this game and moving forward?
It's a big part of it. That's one of the things that we work it consistently. We have to capitalize on the opportunities when we get the chance the ball hits our hands. Those physical tackles, physical plays, making sure that we're taking advantage of times where we can get our hands or hat on the ball, and then we got to finish those plays. But it was one of the things we talked about coming out of last week. We had the one interception on the fourth down, which was big in the moment, and then but we got to create more takeaways. We got to those explosives are big, and obviously it's the turnover margin as big picture approach is going to be huge in this game.
What has DJ shown you as a runner, and what will be the kind of the key to bringing him down?
Who is it?
DJ.
Oh, I mean he's a big quarterback that can do a lot of different things. He's physical. They use him in a run game. They do a good job schematically of how they try to create an extra hat, and I think that's been one of the keys. You see a lot more. He's running with a lot more confidence than maybe he had in past years, where whether he's injured or whatever the case was, a year ago. But you see that confidence in him, and he's had some explosive runs. I think he's. However, I know he lost some weight, but he's still a big guy, so he's definitely tough to tackle. So you got to go and stop him before he gets started. But he's a good player.
I know you talk about every day is an opportunity to get better for the team, but despite what happened the last 2 weeks, you guys recognize just how important and vital this opportunity is against Clemson, number 14, primetime, and what it can do for your guys' season.
Yeah, I mean it's each of them are big, and obviously when you come off of disappointment and we're coming up short. I mean, it's you want to get that right, and I love being on a big stage. I love the opportunity to play here at home. I love all things that come about being able to play and coach this game. For us, we just got to go continue to improve and correct the mistakes that we've been made, and I'm excited for the opportunity. And but we were excited about the one last week, and there were some things that showed up that we have to get corrected. And obviously being able to be here at home, prime time, what a great opportunity. But just because the opportunity presents itself, you got to go capitalize on it, and that's what we're focusing on doing.